Hey guys, and welcome to Spyro the Dragon. So why Spyro the Dragon? Well, I'm actually working on Ratchet and Clank at the moment. I've done pretty much all of the recording, um, but it's just re-editing. So I thought, in order to keep a sort of progressive upload schedule, um, we can do some Spyro because I'm quite familiar with Spyro, so it probably mean a lot less editing for me. Um, so not to say I'm not familiar with Ratchet and Clank, but I feel with the backtracking and stuff that I've been doing, we can cut all the rubbish out and just stick to it, the core gameplay. So this is Spyro, Spyro the Ignited Trilogy. Going to start with the first game after accepting the license agreement. This is where we sign our souls away. Yeah, I'm actually on the PlayStation 5, so yeah, here we go. Yeah, we've got 3 games to choose from. We'll start with the first game, of course. What I plan to do is I plan to do the hub world and one of the levels, and the other 2 levels, and then the boss and the flight level. So it'll be sort of 3 separate videos per world. So yeah, we dive straight into it. I'll shut up during the cutscene so you guys can have a listen. And yeah, I'll catch you after the cutscene.
Okay, rolling.
It's been peaceful here in the 5 worlds, or is it 6? For a dragon's age, we now have 12,000 treasure, or is it 14,000?
What about this Ganasty Ganok character? Now, I understand he's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question. Nasty Nork is a simple creature.
Simple?
He has been contained in a remote world and is no threat to the Dragon Kingdom.
No threat?
Besides, he is ugly.
Ugly? That does it!
Huh? Looks like I've got some things to do.
So I think it's Tom Kenny voicing Spyro throughout. I could be wrong, but he's the voice of Spyro from the original Spyro 2 onwards. And yeah, we'll talk more about the game after Nesta.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the Artisan world, then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Nasty Nork? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
These lines are so iconic. I'll keep the subtitles on. Hopefully that'll help you guys as well if I do accidentally chat over it. Let's see what Delvin has to say.
Where's Nasty Nork? I'll torch him.
Keep your horns on, Spyro. You have much to learn first. Do you know what the dragonfly following you is doing?
His
name is Sparks, and he's helping and protecting you. Keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
So these dragons, they sort of give you hints and tips as you go on. Well, we're keeping in mind. Sorry, I was going to show off this little thing. But yeah, Sparks is sort of our health indicator. You can see it's blue, that means you've taken damage. Starts off gold if you're at full health, and then he'll turn green as well, hopefully. Never see him turn green. But yeah, he helps collect all the gems and stuff, so very handy to have about. And yeah, but the aim of the game really is just to collect gems, rescue the dragons, and get through the levels. You don't even have to complete all the levels, to be honest. But yes, so much of this is just so sort of nostalgic to me. If you defeat sort of like the fauna about, yeah, the sheeps in this instance, you get it releases a butterfly, and that sort of heals up sparks, and then you'll see these portals about. Go through the portals, and that will help you. That'll take you to the next level. So this is some gems now here. This game also has skill points, as well as trophies. So we get 1 skill point for doing this. I don't know whether we can check his skill points from here. Yeah, okay. So I'll try to keep an eye out on where these skill points are for you. We'll make sure to collect all of them. I think Spyro 2 had skill points originally. I think they made skill points for Spyro 1. Let's see what Argus has to say.
Cool flash. Do that again.
The Artisan's boss is through a portal in the Dragon Mouth, but you are not yet ready, Spyro. First, you must complete one of the other Artisan lands.
Yeah, so we've got to beat one of the levels to get through there. So we'll make sure to do that. I know there's a lot to sort of take on board at the moment. Don't worry, we'll get to it. These sort of first parts are always like, so much to explain, so much to do. Hello?
If you prove your worth by rescuing 10 dragons, then you may use this balloon to fly to a new world.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, interestingly enough, this game did have quite a lot of voice acting back in the day, but the balloonists were never voiced in the original. So there you go, you get to hear the balloonist. I should say actually in this version as well, if you press if you press L3, sparks will point you to where the gems are. So that's pretty handy if you're missing any gems.
Hey, Spyro! Press the jump button twice to glide. And don't be afraid.
Afraid of what?
Falling from high mountain peaks? Plummeting into prehistoric glaciers?
Oh, that.
You know, Thomas. Right, so there we go. I think we got this fella to. I remember as a kid, I always used to. It sounds a bit sad, but I always used to hang around in this particular area. Gems, and in particular on these towers. I don't know, I guess I was just sort of fascinated with it. I do always like to do these levels in a particular order as well. And, hopefully this one should be our last few gems. No. Show me the way, Sparks. Oh, through there. Gosh. Yeah, I must admit, sometimes I do find the green gems for me. Oh, well, in this case, the red gems. But they tend to be the ones that are there as well. There it is. Yeah, those tend to be the ones that I struggle with most. So we'll do our first level, Stone Hill. There is a skill point for finding the pink tulip, so I'll keep an eye out for that as well. And yeah, let's get to it. Oh, you can do these little rolls and stuff as you're going in. It's pretty neat. Anytime now. go. Okay. I am actually playing this on the disc as well, PS4 disc. As I say, we're actually playing it on PS5, but yeah, we just I don't know whether that would improve the loading times, because that seemed pretty long, to be honest. And as I say, the reason for this particular playthrough is to sort of have a playthrough to reduce the amount of editing. So let Gavin speak a minute. Coffee.
Watch the dragonfly, Spyro. His color indicates his power. When he eats butterflies, he stays strong, like me.
Sure.
Yeah, so you get lots of early in-game advice on these dragons, and these fairies act as a checkpoint. So yeah, there's this lock chest. We'll grab the key for that later. But yeah, when you see a lock chest, that means there's a key to find for it. What's going on in this room? So yeah, I won't be editing out the loading. But what I would suggest is just skip past it on the YouTube video. Hopefully that helps me be lazy. And yeah, okay, let's see what Linda has to say.
When you free a dragon or step on one of their platforms, you're saving your progress. That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
I do like these dragon designs as well. I like how they gave each dragon sort of an individual design too. Really high amount of effort went into this remake. This came after the Crash Insane trilogy. And yeah, it's just nice to see sort of my my childhood games. I mean, I sort of grew up with a Mega Drive, but yeah, had a PlayStation 1 as well after that. Sega Genesis for those for our American friends as well. So yeah, I sort of grew up with the Mega Drive, and then went on to the PlayStation. Just checking whether there's any gems that I missed. I think every few sheep, like 14 or something, you get a life from them.
Spyro, my friend, how about a hint on gliding?
Please do tell.
You bet.
For the longest glide, press the jump button at the top of your jump, and try pressing the action button to drop down mid-flight.
Yeah, back in the day, never knew I could get out onto it. Now I think the hidden tulip is about on this very sort of round here. There it is. I think I saw our thief friend as well. Where did he go running off to this way? Yeah, so throughout the game there's also these thieves that you can get. If you catch up to them, give them a flame, they'll drop an egg. The eggs aren't too important at this point, but they will be required for progress later, and of course for 100% completion. Again, I think there's something like 12 eggs through the game. They're only in the first 3 worlds. They don't have to worry about the eggs after World 3, but yeah, just something to keep in mind. See what's going on over here. Yeah, I think we've made a full circuit there. Right. Yeah, so as I was saying, as you get more sheep, eventually you can get a life. That wasn't in the original. There we go. That wasn't in the original Spyro, but it's something that they've added into the Reignited trilogy. So perhaps if you're struggling with a game, sorry, I'm just doing another lap of this place just to any gems that we may have missed. Yeah, so if you're struggling at all with this game, what I would suggest is just going back and yeah, just go back to an earlier level, just get rid of sheep. Okay, so I think Sparks might be pointing down there, so hopefully that means we've cleared all this out. So we'll fall back. This is back to that central hub that we were in. And sorry if this is going to get a bit confusing. I know we're going here, there, and everywhere. It's that sheep, Mr. Sheep. There we go. And here we get another life. Okay. Let's start.
After you've freed all the dragons, pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger. It'll take you back to the Artisan Home. But first, let me tell you a story.
No thanks. See ya!
I do like how sassy Spyro was in Spyro, the first one. It's just like quite sarcastic. Sort of reminds me a bit of Ratchet & Clank in the first game. Sorry, Ratchet in the first game. A bit more, not mean-spirited, but a bit more on the sarcastic side. So I think we're missing 3 gems in total. I know we've got 10 gems in that chest. I think we've got all the dragons that we need. So I imagine the other 3 gems will actually be up on that hilltop somewhere. There we go. Yeah. You can skip that chest opening animation, so might do that in the future. One thing you can do is from the menu you can actually exit to the here we are. You can actually exit to the Artisan's Home. So now that we've completed it, got everything here, we could actually just exit level. Now the reason I want to go through the portal, at least for this one, is because going through the portal is what actually opens up the boss arena. So yeah, we'll go through the portal this time, but I think in future we'll just exit level. Okay. I will also end the recording just before we come out of these levels in future, so you don't have to sit through the loading screens. But you do actually get a little dialogue change if you come back to this guy. So you can see that Toasty's opened up, and if we replay Dragon,
Cool flash. Do that again.
The Artisan's boss is through a portal behind me. You can challenge him now, if you feel you are ready.
so I just thought I'd show that off. But yeah, we are going to call it here, folks. And this has been Spyro the Dragon. We'll catch you next time for the next 2 levels. Alright, see you then. Bye.